So you will see this energy saving opportunity. So what are the energy saving opportunity? What you are utilizing in your daily life? We will discuss here. जोड़ा सब जानिच घरे एटलिस्ट यूज करछ से जिनस गुड़ा हमें विल डिस्कस हियर. So for section A, the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
For section B, so, okay. Okay, so we'll discuss the third module. So sir is discussing about the auditing. So I will discuss about the energy saving opportunity. So energy saving opportunity in different home applications I will discuss. So first around maximum of first home application your lighting. All of you understand? So you are first using the electrical energy for the lighting purpose. So then what are the energy saving, what are the useful and what are the energy saving opportunity in the lighting cases? So we'll discuss in the module 3, that is the, so in the module 3, that is the 6 hours so illumination. Okay. So in the illumination, so you will study the different terms. What do you mean by illumination? And illumination means that is the lighting property of the object and the lighting property of the source or anything anywhere. So you study the lighting property of anything, that is not an illumination. Okay. So then different terms you will discuss and also will do some problems in this regarding. So what are the utilization factor, what are the efficiency of the lighting. So if you know the efficiency and utilization factor, according to that you will use the energy efficient light. So mathematically if you calculate the efficiency and utilization factor, so according to that you will use the energy efficient lights. That's why you are studying the module 3, that is the illumination. And different type of lighting. What are the different type of lighting? Already you know in your basic electrical lab, incandescent lamp, compact fluorescent lamp, and that is LED. These lamps already you studied or seen in the basic electrical laboratory. And then different methods of lighting and lighting equipments and calculation of the lighting parameters. All these portions we will discuss. So we will complete within 6 hours. Okay. So all of you remember that what are the minimum requirement we will discuss. So you will write in your copy. So if you write in your copy, so when I will go for the last slide, so then some parameters will be required from the first slide. So if you forgotten that, then you cannot calculate that. କାହିଁକି ଲେଖିବା ପାଇଁ କହୁଛି ବୁଝୁଛ ତ? ଆରେ ତମେ ଯଦି ଲେଖିକି ଟର୍ମ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଯାଉଥିବ, ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କରିବି, ମୁଁ ତ ତମକୁ ସେଥିରେ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ସ କରୁନଥିବି ନା, ତେଣୁ ସେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମଟା ତୁମେ ତ ମୁହଁରେ ମନେ ରଖିପାରିବନି. ମୁଁ ତ 5 ଦିନ ପଢିଲା ପରେ ବି ମନେ ରଖିପାରୁନି, କାରଣ these are the purely new terms and formula based, so it is not easy to remember the formula by once. So if you write and read regularly 3 or 4 times, then you can, that will be remember, you can remember that terms. That's why you will write the terms and write the formula in your notes. Then after that, we can refer that notes when I discuss the next thing. So all of you write the notes. So I will show the slide. You will write from this slide. You will write the notes. So that will be, you can use your time, and also that will be very effective. So when you refer for the next slide, so then you will refer from the what you have written in the notes, you can refer that. If you know one term, then you will go for the other term. So we will not discuss anything, we will not talk more, I will discuss point wise. What will come in your exam, what will be useful for you, I will discuss point wise. So from the first beginning I am saying that what I will say, you will write point wise. Okay. So then what is the term illumination? Illumination, already you can see that the observable property and the effect of light. That means the process of lighting. Lighting means you are using the light source. You are using the light source, and you are using the light. Which process you are using the light source? And what are the intensity? What are the luminous flux intensity? And what are the that is the brightness, and what are the utilization factor, what are the efficiency, and all these things you calculate by the process of illumination. Illumination means that is the whole process of lighting, we can say that is the illumination. Lighting means you are using the light source and the object. So source from where you are generating the light energy, and also when the object where the light will be incidented. So that is the object. So that means energy, light will be generated from the source, and that will be reflected on the object. So all the phenomena will be occurs in the illumination. So then why what is the need of illumination? Actually, for generally maximum energy what are used in the future, what are the generally energy used, that is the you are paying bill for that is maximum to 10% of the total power in any type of industry or anything, that will depends only on the lighting. So if you use the energy efficient lighting sources, then the energy saving will be 10%. So that's as the maximum lighting sources in the industry, maximum power consumption occurs in the industry. So 2 to 10% depends upon the different type of lighting. Total power of 2 to 10% of the total power we are using by means of lighting. So then by using improvement in the field of lighting, we can save the energy. By improvement in the field of lighting, we can save the energy. Okay, that's why we are studying the illumination. Okay, all of you know the 3 points: what is illumination and what are the need of illumination. So you are studying the illumination, so you can improve the lighting, and that's why you can save the energy. Innovation and continuous improvement in the field of lighting can save the energy. That's why you are studying the illumination. All of you clear? Then you go for the next slide. Okay. So only one you will say whether you will cover or not. Then I will go for the next slide. Or any disturbance due to network or anything, you can say. So then you go for the next slide, that is the, so then how you will achieve the energy efficiency, maximum efficiency will be more. So the points to achieve energy efficiency, to get the energy efficiency. So that how can you achieve the energy efficiency? So the point one is by incorporating modern energy efficient lamps, and also luminaires and also gears. I will explain all the terms. How can you find the efficiency of the lamp, and how can you find the luminaires, and how can you find the glares. So by incorporating modern theories that the energy efficient lamps and luminaires and gears, we can achieve the energy efficiency. We can achieve the energy efficiency by utilizing the incorporating the three terms, that is energy efficient lamps and luminaires and gears. Okay. So I will explain all the terms. You will only write the three terms: modern energy efficient lamps, luminaires and gears. By incorporating these three terms, you can achieve the energy efficiency. So then we go for the other terms. So then what is light? So light is energy. So different form of energy in the first class already I have told: primary energy, primary form of energy, and secondary form of energy. Yes or no? Primary form of energy which are available in the nature, that is primary, and which are converting from one form to another form, that is the secondary. So light energy is which form of energy? Primary. सन रू जो लाइट दैट इज प्राइमरी, किंतु तुम घरे जो इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी यूज करके जो लाइट से होची. So you are electrical engineer, so the sunlight is the primary source of energy. Okay. Then other source of energy which of light we are getting by using the electrical energy, that is the secondary energy. Okay. So then it is defined as the radiation energy from a hot body which produce the visual sensation upon the human eye. So that is light. So you can say the two difference, that is light and dark. So if all the light, we can say this is light and this is dark. Dark means we are not seeing anything. So the human eye will not visualize anything. This visual sensation will be zero, that is dark. If the visual sensation is produced by the eye, we can say that is light. Okay. So then the energy, this is the light, is a form of energy. So then the unit of light will be, the light is lumen into hour. This is most important. You can write the unit of light is lumen into hour. So already peak, you know, in watt, if you know the electrical energy, the electrical power is watt, and electrical energy is P equal to W by T, W equal to P into T. So power into time, that is watt hour. So if you know electrical energy, that will be watt hour, and if you know light energy, that is the lumen into hour. It is analogous to term. So lumen hour is analogous to watt hour. Clear? So what is light, and we will write the lumen into hour. The unit of light is lumen hours, and that is analogous to watt hour. Okay. So then we go for the luminous flux. So in your syllabus already that is mentioned. So you go for one by term. That is first one is what is illumination, and then you go for the luminous flux. So you write the term luminous flux. It is defined as the total quantity of light energy emitted per second from a luminous body. The lighting body, luminous body, so the total quantity of light energy emitted per second. So previously the total energy will be lumen into hour, and if that is total energy per hour or per second or per time emitted per second, so then unit will be lumen. So the luminous flux is denoted by the term F, flux. F for flux, that term will be F, and the unit will be lumen. All of this is important. The unity of luminous flux is lumen, and so it is useful in the term of output and efficiency of a given light up source. So we can express the efficiency and output in the terms of lumens. It is important that the luminous flux. So you will write in your notebook, then when you go for the next slide, you can refer that. You will compare what is lumen hour, which is lumen. So all the terms you will compare, it will be easy to remember. Then this is lumens, luminous flux, the unit is lumen. Then you go for the luminous intensity. So for intensity I, we can say that is the denoter, the term is I, luminous intensity. So luminous intensity means, so previously that is energy per time. So here the luminous intensity is any given direction. That means luminous flux emitted by the source for in any direction. So you are focusing the light in one direction. So light is, if you are focusing the light in one direction in some solid angle, the focus will be more or less. So you are focusing the light in any direction in some solid angle. So that's why outside any light source, you are using the solid angle. So solid angle means we have emitted the source for unit solid angle measured in the direction which the intensity is required. So that means the energy radiation is in a particular direction. In a particular direction, that is known as the luminous intensity. So the unit is lumen per steradian, or that is a candela. CD, candela. The unit of the luminous intensity is candela. All of you write that. If you know the luminous flux denoted by F and the solid angle is W, that is the radian or steradian, you can say that is, and then I equal to F by W, that is the unity of the luminous intensity is candela. So then it will describe the light output of the source in a given direction. The light output of a source in a given direction. All of you write that. Okay. So then luminous intensity I equal to F by W, and the unit is candela, and it is the output of a source in a given direction, light output in a given direction. That is the solid angle. We can measure the angle in a solid angle, steradian. Radian, steradian. Okay. So out of this term, you are familiar with luminous flux and luminous flux, and that is the unit is lumen, and then luminous intensity, and that is lumen, that is the unit is candela, or sometimes it is written as a candela power CP. Okay. Okay, then you define all these terms. So what are the different terms? Lumen. You go for the lumen. So the unit of the luminous flux is lumen. So if you question will ask define the lumen. So lumen is the unit of luminous flux, and it defined as the amount of luminous flux given out in a specific presentation by one unit of solid angle. The angle is, if you take 1, so we can say that is the luminous flux by a source having an intensity of 1 candela power. CD, that is known as candela power. So we can say lumen is the candela power into solid angle. So then you can say if the solid angle is 1, we can say that is lumen is the unity luminous flux, and defined as the amount of luminous flux given out in a space representation by using the 1 unit of solid angle by a source having an intensity of 1 candela power. The source is, the intensity is candela power, and this is the luminous flux is lumen. So then if you know the candela power, so if that will produce 1 candela power, will produce 1 lumen when the solid angle is 1. Clear? And if you understand, then write. So if that is anybody or any source that will produce 1 candela power, if the solid angle is 1, that will produce the luminous flux, that will be 1 lumen. The lumen is the Cp into omega. Cp by omega is equal to candela power. CD, sometimes it will be written as CD, or that will be Cp. So okay, so if you take that is the spherical shape, the source is a spherical shape, that means you will the light is produced in all directions. Okay, so then total lumen given out by a source of 1 candela are 4 pi lumen. That means in all directions. If you can take that is all direction 4 pi, that is omega is equal to 4 pi. So then if you set in all directions, then total lumen out by a source of 1 candela is 4 pi lumen. Total lumen given out by the source of 1 candela is at 4 pi lumen. Okay, already you know candela power Cp equal to lumen by W. So, already these definitions you have already given. Candela, that is the luminous intensity. So that is the light radiation of a source. So in any direction, or that is in for the solid angle theta. So that's why you can say that is lumens per omen. So that lumens per omega. So lumen is the SI unit of luminous flux. The source of one candela uniform intensity emits 4 pi lumens. So if the energy that will emit the energy in all directions, so then one candela power will be emit uniform intensity of 4 pi lumens. It is very important. Why you can say omega equal to 4 pi? Why? Anyone can say? So omega equal to, you can, if you specify that omega equal to area divided by radius square or not? A by r square. Omega equal to A by r square. If any solid angle will be there, so then that solid angle will be, so 4 pi r square, the area will be any solid, that is 4 pi r square. So then omega will be area divided by radius square. So in the area, if you specify the area, that will be 4 pi r square divided by r square. So that will be omega will be 4 pi steradian. Clear or not? So the solid angle is defined by the omega equal to, you can write omega equal to area divided by radius square. So in place of area, you can write 4 pi r square. So the radius square, that will be divided by r square. So omega will be 4 pi steradian. So if you emit one candela uniform intensity, and that will emit 4 pi lumen. That will emit 4 pi lumen. You will remember this. If the uniform intensity one candela will emit, that is 4 pi lumen. Don't confuse about the intensity and also the intensity and the flux density. Luminous flux, luminous intensity. Okay. So then all of you define a lumen, then you go for the candela power. That is candela. That is candela. Candela is also defined as the candela power. Okay, this is first part is the lumen. Then what is candela power, and define that. So these two terms are interrelated. So according to the syllabus, so that is a luminous flux, then lumen, then luminous intensity, and then candela power. These are the 4 terms. Okay. Then, so these all 4 terms are interrelated with the illumination. So how it is interrelated with the illumination? So then, from that, if you know the 4 terms, you can easily understand the illumination. So when the light falls upon any surface, the phenomenon is called as the illumination. It is defined as the number of lumens falling on the surface per unit area. So that means lumens is the, what is lumen? So here you remember that what do you mean by lumen? Lumen is the luminous flux. So that means luminous flux. So luminous flux is the lumen. That is energy per hour, emitted energy per second. So lumen is in, that is the related to term, if you related to the electrical term, so that is the watt. Lumen is the related term to watt. So when the light will fall upon any surface, the phenomenon is called illumination, and it defined as the number of lumens falling on the surface per unit area. So illumination is defined as lumen per square meter. Lumen per square meter, or it is known as the unit is illumination. Unit of illumination is lux. Clear? So if you keep the symbolically represent, so E equal to F by A. F is the luminous flux per unity, that is the per square meter. Per unit area, so you can say F by A, that is lumens per meter square. So A is the surface area. If any flux F falls on the surface area A, then illumination of that surface is, so illumination of a surface, we can calculate the illumination of a surface. So the unit of illumination is lux. 1 lux equal to 1 lumen per square meter. 1 lux equal to 1 lumen per square meter. These are the terms. If you are acquainted with these terms, then you can solve the problems. The question will ask not only the definitions. So by using this formula, you can calculate all the terms, efficiency and utilization factor, and all other terms, that is all the terms related to light, you can calculate by using these terms. These terms are very important. So if you keep all these terms in your mind, then you can easily understand. Then after that, when you use all these terms, what is illumination, what is lux, what is candela power, then so if you not keep in your mind, then that will be difficult. That will not be interesting. So always you will keep in your mind that is what is all these terms. So now the different notations are there: E, F, and I. E is the illumination flux, F is the luminous flux, and I is the what is I? Okay.
Luminous intensity.
Okay, good, very good. So then E, F, I, the terms you can know. So then the unit of E is lux, and the unit of F equal to lumen, and the I equal to candela. All of you clear? Then if you relate the three terms, then EFI. E is the lux, then lumen, then candela. Okay, candela power. Okay. So then you go next, that is lux or meter candela. If you define these terms, lux, that's meter candela, foot candela, and foot candela also the terms. So if you define that, previously you can also defining the lumen and the candela power. Similarly, lux or meter, it is the unit of illumination and it is defined as the lumen flux falling per square meter on the surface, which is everywhere perpendicular to the ray of light from a source of 1 candela power and 1 meter away from it. So if you take all the terms are 1, then you can take that is the lux, 1 unit of lux. If you take the source of 1 candela power in 1 meter away, that is perpendicular to the surface only. So you can say that is the illumination will be 1 lux. So in place of meter, you can also use the term feet. In terms of if you in place of meter, you can also use the feet, distance in terms of feet. So then, what do you mean by candela? So if you find the candela, so it is the unit of luminous intensity and it defined as the 1/60th of the luminous intensity per centimeter square of a black body radiator at the temperature of solidification of platinum. So if you find the radiation in terms of energy, so if the black body radiation, platinum black body radiation at that would be temperature at. So this is one type of definition. 2043 degree Kelvin. So if that is the black body radiation, after the energy will be radiated, that will be 1/60th of the that candela power. This is another one definition. If you compare with someone black body radiation with a platinum black body radiation, and that is the temperature is 2043, and it is the candela power is 1/60th of the luminous intensity. Okay, so that is when you go for the calculation of the part. So that is the mean horizon. ओके फुड कैंडल एटा किसी इतने इंपोर्टेंट नहीं बोले मैं बेसी समय आपको कहि देउ तो खाली जाने एला तो मु जोडा को इंपोर्टेंट पर स्पेसिफाई कर दूँ एला खाली जानिए पे ठीक है लिखि दे मु तुमको सब मटेरियल शेयर करी सब देबी किंतु काहे कि आगुतरा जे गुडा को स्पेसिफाई करछि एई पॉइंट्स गुडा तुम एग्जाम पे पढिबार अछि अब जैसे भी प्रॉब्लम करेंगे जहाँ करेंगे से गुड़ा करो तुम्हें कौन से मटेरियल देखिए डायरेक्ट प्रॉब्लम कर परिबो तो तुमको खाली ईच क्लास रे 5-7 टर्म को रिमेंबर करियार अछि मु तुमको पूरा बोरिंग करियार नहीं बहुत जिंस कहबार नहीं जो 5-7 टर्म खाली कहबी आउट ता सहित स्टोरी बढिया बहुत जिंस पढिबो तो 5-6 टर्म तुम मन रखियो so that will be useful for your exam also you will solve the problems अब जोड़ा को एनर्जी से तो स्टोरी पर मन रखियो आई विल स्पेसिफाई द पॉइंट्स और मटेरियल देले तो तुम आराम रे पढिबो किछ असुविधा नहीं थ्योरी कि थ्योरी जते पढिबो तुमको इजी होबा पई आई विल स्पेसिफाई द इंपोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स so that points you will write in your note okay so then all of you acquainted with the 4 terms luminous flux luminous intensity and the what is the units and the illumination the 3 terms and then the unity that is lumen lux and the candela power all of you know that 6 terms. Then other two terms is there brightness and glare. Okay. So then we will discuss these 2 terms. Before going to these 2 terms, we will go the related things around these 4 terms. So then we will go for the what is mean horizontal candela power. From this, the problem will come. What is MSCP? It is defined as the mean candela power in all directions in the horizontal plane. So if you specify the plane, so candela power is the in a specific direction. You are emitting the light in a specific direction. So then, if the plane is horizontal, we can say that is mean horizontal candela power. If you say in one line, if the plane where the illumination occurs, when the light falls, if the plane is horizontal, we can say that is the MHCP, mean horizontal candela power. Okay. Then you go for the mean spherical candela power. It is defined as the mean candela power in all direction, in all planes from the source of light. So if the plane is spherical, so that is in all direction. So all the planes from the source of light according to your object. If the object is in the horizontal plane, if the object of the plane is spherical, we can say that is mean spherical candela power. If it is in hemispherical plane, we can say it is mean hemispherical candela power. All of you clear why we are studying this? So the object, any light source is going to the plane. So that is known as the illumination. When the light is falling on the plane, we can say that is illumination. So then whether the plane is horizontal and whether the plane is spherical, so then according to the in a different direction, so we can calculating the candela power. So that according to that term, we are finding a mean horizontal candela power, mean spherical candela power, and similarly mean hemispherical candela power. It is defined as the mean of the candela power in all directions above or below the horizontal plane passing through the source of light, hemispherical. So if according to the plane, we can find the reduction factor. Reduction factor is the ratio of MSCP divided by MHCP, spherical to horizontal. What is the energy reduced? That is known as the reduction factor. If it is a spherical plane, whether it is a horizontal plane, if you take the ratio, then you are finding the reduction factor. Then most important is your lamp efficiency. All of you mention here, it will give that is lamp efficiency. Okay, so lamp efficiency is most important. So from the lamp efficiency, you will solve some problem. So it is defined as the ratio of luminous flux to the power input. So that means, so here you are using the electrical energy to produce the light energy. Clear? Why you are using the efficiency? Where you are calculating the efficiency? You are using the electrical energy to produce the light energy by using the equipment's lamps. So then the lamp efficiency means what is the output of the lamp and what is the input to the lamp. If you go input to the lamp is power, power input is the input to the lamp is power, and output is your luminous flux F. So then you can say that efficiency is defined as the ratio of luminous flux to the power input. So then the unit of the lamp efficiency will be lumen per watt. So always you know efficiency generally that is unitless, that efficiency 90%, 80%. But here, so you are calculating, you are comparing the energy in two domains, light energy and observe the electrical energy. If you find the light energy, that is the lumen, and for the electrical energy, that is watt. So if your input is watt and the output is your lumen, then that efficiency will be lumen per watt. It's clear or not? This is most important. You will remember this. Then from this formula you will solve the problem. Okay. So then we go for the after this. So next class we will do the brightness. So I am only saying 5 minutes left. So या पर कौन क्लास अच्छी रे बाबा? या पर किसी क्लास अच्छी? हाँ क्लास 5-10 मिनट नहीं गले किसी असुविधा अच्छी कि? और मैंने बोर ही गले कि? बोर ही गले नहीं? तने आप पढ़ी बनी? हो ठीक अच्छी तुम मैंने जदि इंटरेस्टेड ना हो तो मैं पढ़वानी नेक्स्ट क्लास में कौन पढ़ी ब्राइटनेस और ग्लेयर पढ़ी के प्रॉब्लम करी ब्राइटनेस लेयर किसी काम नहीं मेन 4टा जो टर्म पढ़िल दैट इज मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स दैट इज लुमेन एंड कैंडेला पावर एंड आल्सो द लक्स that these 3 terms are very important. Then brightness और glare कुछ नहीं brightness माने कितने light energy तुम्हें use कर जो कितने bright है that is and clarity that is related to your eye हमें कुछ कितने reflect कला light that is the brightness हमें जैसे सबूता observe करने के लिए तमें तक कौन पूछो black पूछो ना नहीं color टा कौन था यदि light energy टा सबू observe करने के लिए body टा then we are saying that is a black. If all the energy are radiated, we can say that is white. जल्दी सबू लाइट गुड़ा रिफ्लेक्ट हेला हम आखि के हम तक कौन पूछो व्हाइट पूछन कि नहीं तो सही कहा कि दैट इज ब्राइटनेस सो हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड फ्रॉम द बॉडी दैट इज द ब्राइटनेस जत्ते जोटा रिफ्लेक्ट करिवो अधिक सेटा सेते ब्राइट जेटा ऑब्जर्व करिवो सेटा सेते कोन डार्क आउट हां सेटा हम नेक्स्ट क्लास रे ब्राइटनेस और ग्लेयर कोई भी ग्लेयर भी किछि टर्म नै तन हम आखिटा केते लाइट को प्रोटेक्ट करिवो दैट टर्म इज नोन एज द ग्लेयर okay so next class we will discuss these 2 terms and also we will solve some problems related to these 4 terms बुझबले तने एई टर्म मोडा एक्वेंटेड थिबो नहले मु नेक्स्ट क्लास रे आउ ए गुडा को पढीला पळे तुम जेम पूरा समस्त मन माइंड भीतर रखि देले तुमको प्रॉब्लम कला को इजी हो इंटरेस्ट भी हो और सेरा भूली गले और किछ करि परबे मु करि मु और इंटरेस्ट देखि परबे दैट इज डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू पायल तुम अटेंडेंस शीट में दे देबो
आज्ञा मैम
मु अटेंडेंस शीट तो पके देबो सेक्शन बी मु अटेंडेंस शीट रखु छी टिके 5 मिनिट में अटेंडेंस शीट दे दी